Hey everyone, kinetics. Kinetics is very interesting to me because kinetics is very hard to something. I'm not too sure at the moment because all I'm doing is recording and to work out my career. My career means my in tune and also convince the element, etc. Based upon the transformation of kinetics is a something in relation to that. So when I find parts in relation to kinetics, it will help the non-satellite though. It will help the GP9 and also the GP2184 kinetically or something. Kinetics is very hard for me, but I reckon most scientists and non-artists know what kinetics is. But to share into platoon, the kinetics will actually be clocking itself into the right way of the third, fourth verse revision mirror. Because the revision mirror has been outbursting itself into a data of the message of the component. Sorry. And each component is an area of your inflation or something like that. Kinetics are not ready as yet until I get there. But there's a lot of things that I have already been through and we have already been through because we work really hard and I work hard too. But sometimes I don't work at all. It's just because when I find something, I'm just giving you an emotion and also the EP9 and the EM3643, which is a subdivider of the tax indexing, etc. The kinetics are actually in the mirror. Yes. So kinetically, when we have a camera that beam into a sky, we can kinetically measure into a Earth core Rex, and each Earth core Rex is a relation of the relay as well. In that time, the kinetics has actually been well, you know what a magnet is, the magnitude, the longitude, the latitude and the something in relation to that way. Later on, I will do some Google research to find out some answers as well, because I know a lot of things, but in that way, I have to look for answers as well. I can't just know everything, because in time, when there are no parts, I have to Google search as well. In that way, all of us all of us are the same. So in the promotion of the kinetics, this will help you guys to make beautiful watches and also to sell into the reserve stock market. And based upon Wall Street, it depends on the material and where it is. This is you've seen this one because it's based on kinetics. But in that way, the kinetics will actually be a little bit expensive. Oh, sorry, one tick. Thank you, sorry. Thank you. Sorry, I just went into the wrong. Oh, the pedestrian light thing. But anyway, kinetics. What is kinetics? Or maybe because based upon the body movement, it will actually help you guys with the billboard on Wall Street and also in relation to graffitis. It will help you guys to do that in my body movement. It's just sharing the movement of the art and also to musically poison the undeletion of the murderer. Because in that way, if I can achieve the kinetics, I will actually help myself and you guys to actually make things up and sell them as a special price And when we sell them at a special price, the function of the kinetics will actually be really expensive. That includes the emerald. Emerald and Fantasia is really expensive. But the way we work in relation to Reserve Bank, stock market, and Wall Street, the three element is Chronicle, Draft Tissue, Watson Law, Sir Funk, Andy Bochovich in the fourth gram. The fourth gram is based upon the legit logically. Legit logically is the understanding of a legislate law. So when we do the legislate law, the equilibrium of a time sharing is once we have achieved the kinetics, and each kinetics is a compound of the composition of an area of interest, because the node of an area of interest is to function the area of expertise by the kinetics for its not safety, but later on I helped you guys with the safety and stuff. But based upon the kinetics, I have to do some Google search in relation to the kinetics, because I don't know kinetics a lot. But kinetics, what are kinetics? Magnets. There's magnets, and there's sun, and there's sounds, and there's grade, and there's partition, and there's RLA. The RLA is the difference in relation to this one, importancy, and this one in relation to CSS, and also the RA in JSON. So I already started Dolphin and Ruby, but later on I will calculate those ones. But in that relation, the kinetics will actually somehow magnet its way into the gravity. Does it? I don't know. I don't know anything about kinetics in relation to magnets and stuff like that. A magnet is just usual. You know what a magnet is? It's just like plus and minus. And when you actually have two magnets, right, and you put it on 2 plus, it actually goes like that. It rejects it. But when you connect the negative to the positive, it joins up together. That's all it does. I did that when I was really young. That's all I know. So the magnet, if you have a flat magnet, like magnet, right, and then it has some kind of force. So in that relation, it will reject it with a little bit of a movement. That's all it does. If it's 2 plus, which is plus, not negative, but 2 plus, you connect it together and it reject, and same as negative. But if you have plus and minus, it will join together. It sticks together. That's all it does. But anyway, this works. The kinetics is the function of something in relation to the EMG and the EMP F349, which is a reversity of the entrainment of the force, and also to interlude the technology in relation to the coolant for the engine. Later on, I will realize what the kinetic is. But this is not a draft. This is just not a prototype, but is a product. So at the moment, I'll tell you a story about this product and trying to work out kinetics. So when you make these things, it will help you to sell the price. And once it has been sold, you can unprofit who makes them. In that way, it's not based upon the bankruptcy, but based upon the income protection. Income protection. Gotcha. The income protection is based upon the magnetic field. Yes. When you have the magnetic field, you can also seizure into the eclipse. And in this eclipse, it depends on the black moon. Based upon the black moon, once it has the eclipse, it is the sharing of the network of a program, and also to dye, D-Y-E, the fabric. when you dye the fabric, it depends on the color and also the functioning of kinetics. And this way, the kinetics is unresolvable because in time, once there is a kinetics, you can also parallel or something in relation to your promo promotionative advertising, marketing, case study, uh, something like that, or work something out in that relation. Kinetics is really interesting, very very interesting. Kinetics. Because kinetics, you know what the gravity is in this planet Earth. Because look, it's windy, and you know the leaves just falls down and etc. And you just go like this. That's just the normal gravity. But kinetics, it depends on the income protection. Yes, that is not Neil or Andy or what? Oh, me. Yes, income protection is by me. He's one of my old friend on PHPBB, and also in Africa it starts with K, Kari or something, Kare or something. Who actually? Oh, no, he's not. It was another icon that in Africa it was created by H2O, Watson Law, and somehow it entertained that African lady to write a story about how to make websites and how to sell websites, etc. in Africa. There are some default area as well in relation to Africa because your currency is low. So it is Vietnam and other country, which is in by Isabel. Isabel is an old girlfriend of mine. In some way, in other country, but I have to Google some stuff as well in that way. So the protection, the income protection, income protection or protection of income, is by me in relation to an old friend of mine. So I don't remember because I was programming a lot in relation to PHP BB, and I met a lot of people online. So when I met a lot of people online, they're writing, oh, don't worry about it. But anyway, that's from him. Now I know which one. But in that way, the income protection, you have to have the correct funeral insurance as well, and to show the pet fee and pet away and pet visit. In that way, the poem will actually intake itself into a cherry, and when there is a cherry, the fruit tree will grow into its growth, which is a common law. In that relation, the income protection will pass through and to also network into kinetics. In this way, when you make a watch in relation to kinetics, you need income protection, and the income protection will be economically reversed into the stock market and to share into a triple M3 fixed 42 and triple M3 fixed 49, which means fixing the kinetics will help Air Force, not NASA, but Air Force, to understand the jet speed, and also the income protection will be my SQL database, and also in relation to a little bit of Ruby and Dolphin in relation to shopping cart. Yes, in relation to shopping cart online to help JJ West by eBay, and also to mature its age into kinetics. So this is not a draft, it's just a story so that I can know what to do with the kinetics. But in relation to kinetics, in a few years, my friend, kinetics is not ready, but to make the not prototype, but to make the style, it will help you to sell the price. So when it helps you sell the price, you need to be income protected in relation to MySQL, and also to database the center of the mimic. No, it's fertilization of seeds, and each seed before it grows, it drops into the diaphragm. When it does that, based upon the diaphragm, the sales point can also be graphed into the correct way by stock market, reserve into the stock exchange, and income protection into the body movement for visual arts, and also for there is an old friend of mine. He was around somewhere in relation to web design. I don't know if it's there was an old website that I found somewhere, and I really like it. It was just a forum, right? Not not the website that starts with D. I've got it on Facebook. If I can find, I probably won't be able to find it because it's an old one. It's just an old MySQL and stuff like that. He was in where was he? Not web hosting talk, but he was in not divine art, but he was around somewhere. When I came back from the hospital and started to restart my business, I started to remember some of my old friends in PHPBB, and then I kept looking for the old website. But in the old website, I don't know where it is because it's probably gone now. It doesn't really matter. Where was he? Oh no, sorry. No. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot, because did you know Mick was actually real. He works at Dick Smith in at Chatty. You know, not close to Chatty, but now it's closed down. Dick Smith there. It's Officeworks. So he actually gave me money. He gave me a freebie. He gave me a freebie for web hosting. So when he gave me the freebie for web hosting, because I was working at Safeway and I was young and paying rent, going out, meet friends, socialize and stuff like that, I didn't have enough money for web hosting. So where was he though? I don't remember where he went to. But when I tell you a story, I will remember where he actually helped me with the promotion. Yes, he does. He helped me with the promotion because when the business died off, there is a tree structure in relation to the root, and each root you have to promote it MySQL Dolphin into the Ruby, because the array of the JSON have to be timing itself into the kinetics, and then this kinetics with the promotion and the promo is short word for promotion. With the promotion, when the business is slowing down, you have to somehow kinetic it into the balanceable amount of income to protect the Air Force before SATA will actually drive into a planet, and also to share into NASA. In that way, the income protection, you need to have the correct helmet, the seat, eject seat in the jet, helmet, parachute, stuff like that. In that way, that's what it means. Where that guy was a promotion. I'm trying to work out what he did to actually help me to promote more visitors on my PHPBB. In relation to anime and animation for Justin Fox, I used to have an old friend. We were really young back then, but I started Gao to the Max, and he liked one of the video games. I have a copy of that, but I can't play it anymore because it's an old game. Never night or something. I don't know. I have it. And and he actually liked Japanese character. He likes Japanese character. And when I started the website, I wasn't very good with graphic design or anything. I just started to learn and stuff like that. And he gave me a free space as well. But later on, I found Mick, and Mick gave me a freebie, and that's when I started um, Gao Design or Gazal. No, that's when I started my business, Gazal, and then later on I changed to gazaliz.com.au. But that's why that guy helped me with the promo. He actually somehow somehow helped me in a different way with the promo, with the kinetics. And each kinetics is to balance the income protection. The sales price and the profitable fee is not kinetics. In relation to kinetics, there is an non-program of the kinetics, because where did it go? What did it do? Is it SitePoint or web hosting? There was a website with the red column. I mean, on the table, there's a like table, and in this way is column and rows. So this way is a column and rows. So in that way, somehow I actually program the table back then, because it was just table back then, but now it's HTML5 and CSS3. I don't remember that website, but later on I would travel on the internet just to look for data, because somehow he helped me with the promotion, the promo, and in that way I keep looking for him. In relation to the website, I keep looking for him to work out how to make money. But making money, because I'm actually uh, I, I was learning how to make money and how to become a digital artist. In that way, I found out what I really like, because it's digital artist. Being a digital artist, I love digital art a lot. But in relation to vector graphic and painting arts, is verb for verbal, and also for thesaurus. In that way, when you paint, in relation to painting, you need thesaurus. That's when I started in year 7, thesaurus. So Watson Law is a vector graphics, and I got his article. His name starts Karim or Karmi. I do have his article. Chronicle is actually Aaron Martin started an article for later on for Chronicle, because I really like The Witch and the Wizard and the Owl. Oh, sorry, The Witch only. That's based on the Chronicle. The witches and the elf are actually different in relation to Africa, because in Africa your currency is really low, based on the Blood Diamond. I really like that movie, The Blood Diamond. I do have a real diamond, but in that way, also in Africa there was a website. However, there was a worm in relation to Africa. So you have to be careful in Africa when you have a development of your website. When you get a worm, your currency will drop really bad. When it drops really bad, you cannot function the kinetics in its balance. Did you? What am I? Woolly. Okay, fine. Kinetics is by Woolly, not Woolworths. I'm just at Woolworths. I don't remember his, because I can't access my old PHP file anymore, because it's an old MySQL database. So I named him the promotion guy, the promotion. He was helping me a lot with the promo and promotion in relation to kinetics. I'll call him Wooly. Yes, Quay. From my uncle Quay. Later on, I'll work it out because I like the movie Mars. Just like an alien pop out belly and etc. etc. That's just Quay. But the way Quay works in the movie, I really like it. Like three fingers and put oxygen in Mars. That's just a fairy tale in relation to the witches versus the elf. But I cannot figure out the witches versus the elf in relation to approximately 800 to 900 members in PHPPP, my one. But who is that? Huh? That guy likes anime. Anime. He likes anime a lot in relation to anime. Not enemy, but sometimes I do say enemy. But animation in Japan. I think it's Sales or SALEX or SA something. I don't remember that website, but it was GoToTheMax.SALEX or something. So, but that is the future in relation to the anime, because in relation to the anime, based upon the futuristic of the kinetics, is also sharing into Dragon Ball Z, and to characterize it correctly. So in that way, that guy is for the future. Mick and Mick Thorne is from TAC. Mick, I don't know where he is now. He's probably got married and go somewhere else. I mean, my friend Mick from Dick Smith. He works at Dick Smith, and that's when I bought the speaker from by Vlad. Vlad gave me an AZN credit card, 3,500, and I went and bought the PlayStation, and also I went and bought the 7.1 surround sound speaker by Sony. It's very, very good. Some of the treble, no, tribe or treble, like bass and treble, tribe or treble. It starts with T. There's a different C anyway. I can actually change it up. I can't be bothered, because if you change too much, you have to listen a lot. But that belongs to orthotics. No, audio or orcathics or orconic. Audition, yeah, part of audition. Starts with A. The composer and the musician know what it starts with A, because I remember this one. That's an easy one. Just goes like that, and where the notes, music note is, it just goes like that, or like that, something like that. That's when my mum taught me the organs. When you have pedals and have two keyboards, you just play organs. She gave me like it cost $20. So that's when I was really young. So authentic, or authentic. Oh, kind of. What is the word? Authentic, authorized, authentic, authentic. Some of the words I can't pronounce. Authentic, authorized. Oh, I don't know that word is yet. But anyway, kinetics. Does his name start with Z? Where did that come from? Zelos. Zelos. Where does Zelos come from? Zelos. Where does Zelos come from? The Greek Orthodox is Zion or Zelos. Sorry. What is his name? No, I can't do that. I can never find his name. Don't worry about it. I just name him Wooly. In relation, he's a promo and promotion. It was helping me a lot for the promotion and stuff like that. And that guy for the Japanese anime, it's in the future because that's when I was really young and I didn't know what I want to do, like what career I want. Like I want to be a hairdresser. Oh, am I gonna be a hairdresser? Am I gonna be a chef? Am I gonna be a department manager or store manager at Safeway? Am I gonna be a dancer? Am I gonna be a hair artist, hairstyle artist, etc., etc. But when you're young, you don't know what career you want anyway. But then I started to fall in love with programming and arts. So I do. He likes that game a lot, and also I do have the copy. So later on, I just never light or never something. I don't. When I get home, I'm gonna know that's game. I do have it. So based upon Mick from Dick Smith and Mick Thorne from TAC, the kinetics is in the future. It will help you make these watches for the promo and sorry to sell the price. The difference between difference between is way and also to balance the kinetics. It's not it's not an income protection. No, that's not what it means. It's not a profit about the equilibrium because the kinetics belongs to the space, and in the space when you have the right fuel, you can have a space station on the planet above this planet Earth. So when you travel, I will share into the right fuel. When we have the right fuel, it's based upon the gravity up there as well. I don't know the gravity up there because I'm scared of heights. But anyway, in that way, I can't wait to travel as well when we have the spaceship and stuff like that. But anyway, who else? Also foundation to have Red Raw. Also Indra to share Indonesia by Indra, and also what else? Article 6 reference MUG equals the timer to share into the fuel. So next time I'll tell you guys what REF, the two dot num is. Num is NUM. The simple thing is num is number, NUMBAR, and num. When you actually go to a dentist or have a plastic surgery or something, the doctors. Oh no, num is actually only by the dentist, because you know when you want a new teeth or whatever, they numbs the gum. They just put injection there and they just numb it, and then they repair your teeth or they put in new teeth or whatever. You know what I mean? That's mean numb. But the number is also not new, NILL, or no, NULL. It's numb. So I will help the dentist to understand the marketing, and when you understood the marketing, when you get the white teeth as well, because I know there's a lot of TV advertisement in relation to having a white teeth, like, and then you come up with toothpaste, and you always brush your teeth and stuff like that to make it white. But later on, I'll work something out in relation to bright teeth. I don't like my teeth, but who cares? But when you have a white teeth, I like gold teeth though. You can like put the gold teeth there, but pirates. I love the pirate. The pirate. The pirate. Oh, great. The pirate is actually an elf from Glucose. Yes, she is. She's from an elf from Glucose, which is a coordinate as well. in that way, out from the glucose, which one is she? In my own. Oh, you know what the problem is? The problem is because when I first started to learn PHP, BB, and dial up.